I can remember going to Blue Star Elite Camp. I got invited there. It was in Terre Haute, Indiana, and country girl from Baton Rouge, knew nothing about nothing. Just knew I was going to train at this particular camp, and all the girls there was like, I'm number 1 in the country. I'm number 2. I'm like, number 1 in what? Like we're ranked. I know nothing about rankings, nothing about who these girls were, and I just kind of went to this camp and just balled out. And actually, I went, won a one-on-one competition against a young lady that plays in the league right now, Nicole Powell. She plays for the New York Liberty. We're the finalists in a one-on-one competition, and I beat her. And I think she was like maybe number 5, number 6 in the country. I don't know what it was, but it was a big deal. The guy that ran the camp afterwards, he was like, we got an opportunity for you. You can go do a photo shoot. Didn't tell me nothing about what was going on. Just like, you're gonna do a photo shoot. I'm like, okay, cool. Get to the photo shoot. Shamika Holslaw walks in, big time player. Everybody wanted to be Shamika Holslaw when she was at Tennessee. She was, everything. And I'm just like nervous, shaking, like, oh my God, like, wow, what's Shamika Holslaw? So we started taking pictures. And at the end, my dad was there. We were kind of making each other laugh, saying little stuff. And the guy was like, just keep going, like, keep doing that. Whatever he's doing to make you laugh, like, keep doing it. So I kept doing it. And we got the shot that's on the cover. Didn't know that was going to be a cover shot, I didn't get the news until we were playing in a state tournament for high school basketball, and my teammates went to Walgreens for something, and they ended up running across the magazine. I was like, "Oh, you in the magazine?" And I'm like, "Nah, you lie. You like quit playing with me." They brought it back to the hotel, and I was on the front cover, and I saw the pictures inside with Shamika Holslaw. I was like, amazing, like, wow, like, basketball is really paying off. Like, your hard work is really paying off. I'm going through, a wonderful time in my life, and it was like I wanted to share it, with the world. Everybody want to know who you are. If you win a championship and, do all these wonderful things, people are like, well, who are you? Well, I'm an African American, I'm a lesbian, I'm a basketball player, the list goes on of, who I am. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't think I was coming out, like I was already out, but it was like, just letting the fans know who I am, and mainly to be yourself. Like, be who you are. I don't care who you prefer, male, female, whatever. Just live your life, live your life and be happy with it. My dad always said, quote, he would be like, if you like it, I love it. So that's kind of like my motto. That's what I go by. But to be able to let people in on my life, show them the love of my life, in a way we talked about, how we met and, what we were going through, and the whole process, it was amazing. It was kind of like a weight lifted off of my shoulder, as far as being who I am. Now I can really open up and be who I am.
Seimone has worked probably harder than anybody else to make this team, because 2 years ago in the World Championships, she wasn't in great shape because of her knee surgery. She was not physically healthy, and I thought, you know what, she might be done. And I think in the last 2 years, she's worked herself back into the team and has overcome more than any other player that we have. So I feel a strong sense of commitment and obligation to her to kind of reward her for how hard she's worked, and I'm really, really proud of her. And Seimone, you don't have to worry about it. She doesn't say anything. She just plays. She's a pro's pro. Everybody on this team can score. So if you couldn't score, you wouldn't be on this team. But Seimone does it in such a way that doesn't take any energy. So she gets the ball, and she can almost tell the other player on her team that's guarding. Seimone can catch it and go, listen, I'm going to take 2 dribbles right over there, and then I'm going to shoot it, and there's nothing you can do about it. And she does. So, she's able to do things that she wants to do because she's just so efficient. And everybody on the team knows that. So if I ask anybody on the team, hey, we need to make a shot to win a game, then like half the team point, just get the ball to Seimone, no problem.
Simone's the bomb. I've known Seimone since we were in 6th grade, 7th grade, so I've seen her dominant sixth grader, and now she's probably playing the best basketball of her career. And it's really good to see because she's a great person, foremost than anything that she does on the court. She's really matured. I think she's really found her game. She's found her confidence on the court, and you see that with them winning, a championship last summer. Her being on the second Olympic team for her, you can see that maturation process really taking place. Her game is different than everyone else. She's so smooth on the court. Sometimes you don't think she's trying because she's just so effortless with the way she handles the ball, the way she could get into her jump shot so easily. She really is one of the funnest players to watch.
Just a tough road coming back from ACL and hysterectomy fibroid tumor removal. Has definitely been a humbling process. I came back my first year, was 20 pounds overweight, just not in shape, just not ready for basketball. My first bit of basketball that was on the court was here at USA Basketball, and I could just tell, I wasn't at the elite level, that I left at before I got hurt. So just a grind of finding confidence within myself to believe that I can get back. It's definitely a challenge, but one that now I appreciate more than anything. Like this gold medal means a lot more than 08 will ever mean. This tattoo, this one, my grandmother's name, this is my dad's mom, and then my mom's mom is on this ankle, and the symbol is love and unity. My grandmother is on my heart. This grandmother actually, she does everything. She cooks for me. She cooked for me in college. She was actually she worked at my high school for 30 years. She brought all her kids through that high school and all her grandkids through that high school. So she's the cook of the family. And this grandmother was an RN nurse, so of course she was with the teams when we traveled and things like that to make sure everyone stayed healthy. So it's like a dedication.